Today, we are having a conversation le Bakang Bucks Mankuroane at Shuka Bakang or La Bucks. And I did that. And now I want to know if that's treating us in better Shuka Bakang. Bucks. They know me as. So I really feel like it's and if you are just new to the channel, maybe you decided to tune in because of we are talking to your favorite, but anyway.
Toi là-bas dans ton silence, moi ici je tends la main. Les jours passent en errance, nos âmes cherchent un chemin. On bâtit des murs invisibles.
Max, thank you very much. I just want to say thank you because normally you are removing moto from and you are your responsibilities. So I just want to say thank you very much for today you agreed for share this couple of moments. There's a couple of people very willing. I'm so happy from their busy schedule. Welcome. Thank you very much, Brian.
Thanks, bro, and thanks for the invite.
I know. Like I've already introduced him. I hate this term, but it's relevant, especially now. Remodina consider busisi play. Bare Bakang mmu. Before it's simula rago bill, because nakia is hearing that term when as somebody who's involved in community. Somebody who is always having the community's back. We've seen you do a lot of things, man. If there's somebody who this gentleman, if it was not for Facebook, I would say it. But he has done so many things. But this word, post when as somebody who's in the community, how do you translate it?
Well, it depends for etaga from which perspective. Because if someone can say or son of the soil.
Yes.
Not in a bad way. Meaning or like you are a local.
Yes.
It could mean that. It could mean for one of West, Taung, you are a South African or you are an African. Yeah, so I come across it.
All right. So the reason I talk about this way, it's because consider this you are in a way to discriminate, in a way to say, yo hare moshe because it's not from Taung. You've been to places, Loena. You've been to Gauteng. You've lived in places, tribalism, in those areas. Were you ever impacted? Were you ever impacted somehow with the word? Yeah, because when you're an ambitious person.
Well, in my case, there was this thing for a house on my plazilo. Yeah, meaning at first, I would challenge them, try and speak some sense into them, but then I realized for its game, these people are actually promoting me. And then I started narrating the life because much as Nekidula go Johannesburg, but I would spend much of my time go Soweto, Pimville. I would spend much of my time go Kagiso. I do have relatives there. So I had an opportunity to compare lifestyle, Yalokeshi, Gasi versus Yamahai. And if I were to choose between the two, I'd still choose life Yamahai.
Oh, If a thing is slow, it's not progressive. Why?
Life, you get to learn a lot. You can basically make anything out of nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But communication, you have to know somebody
Who knows?
Exactly, who can make things happen. So if you are not connected,
It's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen. I say, go guys.
Talking about connections, do you think an overview, Taung, as somebody who has tied projects more Taung, as somebody who has left Taung from Gauteng, do you think there's ever gonna be a point where Taung in a drastic change from what we see right now? Because what we see right now is the same things we've been seeing Monakonye Fitile. Why I encourage to focus on the time was because I love this place. And me loving this place requires people like you who are normally engaging with people or of this, because people run to you when they have issues. Do you think there's ever going to be a time where a change in the economy of Taung? Because we've had changes in leadership. Do you think there's ever going to be a time
Absolutely. The day we change our mindset, the way we operate, the way we think, that's the day Taung itlong go tlhabologa. We need to adopt the we mentality. We need to understand that whatever that we're doing, most of the things, if not everything, is for generations to come. For an example, if the young people were Taung, we can maybe sort out our differences, put them aside and say, we are challenging the powers that be. We want operational minds. We know how it benefit a lot of people because allegedly we have about 18 minerals in the Taung.
Hey, before you even talk about those minerals, I forgot to mention, so Harbu Babu alleged. No. We are talking to the relevant people. You know, what I mean by that is, I'm talking to somebody who's got Bribes. He's got blood. The not even connections. He's got the what is the word, man? Leadership and directorship, right? I heard that story. I think Kohava Maidi in Mante, they are doing something like that. They even took Manabawambayako to the colony. 8 minerals. Allegedly. 18. No.
I'm telling you. A geologist friend of mine, Okileng Atla Taung, told me there is platinum Taung, which can be mined up to 30 plus years.
No.
There is gold, which can be mined for up to plus minus 15 years. Obviously, we have diamonds. Renale Kingele Kupakstini lime. Renale slate. We have oil. Apparently, Renale, this mineral Eku Kumba. Iron ore.
No, obviously.
We have a lot. It's just that the divisions, I'll be honest with you, especially Bogosi, the compromise at Taung, a lot.
You know, how worker, there's a thing about Taung. We know how the Lehatskila course and everything that belongs to it. That's why it's difficult for one to get a title deed Taung. We do not own anything. Now, when you speak of the divisions, are you talking internal divisions within the family? Because we don't know what's happening inside. Because you would know better. Because they have a know-how of it. I didn't know. I knew there were some minerals called Taung then. I know that part. And I know there was an allegation of 5P that side there. which we didn't know. And I'm not sure of those allegations and corridor discussions. But why are we poor? What is keeping us? As much as you can say the divisions within, but what is really keeping us poor? I mean, can't you decide on how you want to drive down?
Well, they care. I care they keep working Mankuroane. But the problem is that there's too much ego.
Yes.
There's too much hatred. There's too much jealousy. There's too much, all those negative elements.
So you are saying there's family history in or?
Yes. There are family issues within the Mankuroane. If they can be sorted out tonight, tomorrow Taung will start being prosperous.
You guys sort out your problems while you are busy. Is it that difficult? Is it that deep for you for a round table discussion?
It's not difficult.
But then what's wrong?
Ego. So I will never ever work with press because of so and so. I will never ever be led by Smamman because of, I will never ever share ideas with Smamman. I will never ever embrace idea as Smamman or support initiative as Smamman because he belongs or she belongs to that cabal.
You have cabals in the family.
There are. It's an open secret. There are. Like everybody knows, they subscribe to Kosi Tepo. They subscribe to Kosi Seb. So, yeah.
But Kosi Seb, there's history there, which we all know as Taung people and the Northwest. There is history there that is boiling between the two. So this means the other one says, you know what, you're not supposed to be here. The other one says, I'm supposed to be here. Are those part of the reasons why Taung ain't gotta get a stale bread?
I would say those are the core reasons.
Wow.
Well, let me put it this way. I once said to one gentleman friend of mine, Kemarakele, if I had the powers, I would take Kosi Tepo, put him in a room, take Kosi Sem, put him in the same room, and shut that room and tell them, King, only after you two have sorted out your issues.
I think they would kill each other.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
I will tell you, they wouldn't. One thing that, if I were to take those two individuals without a support Abus Mamang or Koi Abus Mama, only the two individuals, they respect each other. And now from my knowledge, because I've had the opportunity to share space, Le Kosi Tepo a lot, and Le Kosi Sem. I know how they feel about each other. But one thing that I can confirm, the two respect each other.
Then are you saying that all these battles are fueled by these other individuals?
Yes. No.
Or the advisor?
Yes.
The ones who caught the ear?
Yes.
I've had a chance to have a discussion with both of them myself. And I'll tell you one thing. If I was able to sit with and you know, all these discussions, what I love about discussion setting is so much is that you get to know the presser.
Absolutely.
Because motoa hamo sutu hamo a controlled environment. I got to meet them, and I'm going to start with Kosi Tepo. There's a couple of things that I picked up from him. He sometimes, okay, when I was talking to him, I thought to myself, does he realize who he was of course? Because he was just a normal person to me. And I could reason and he could reason with me. And when I was also talking to the advocate, I was saying to myself, these people, why was there a well televised anger between the two of them? While when you speak to them individually, you can see how these are reasonable people.
And to support what you're saying, there was a point whereby Kgosi Tshepo o na le ko Mafikeng,
Yes.
go House of Traditional Leaders.
Yes.
And then I sat with my colleagues then and I said to them, Mara, don't you think with Kgosi Tshepo a le ko Mafikeng, if we would have a stronger character like Kgosi Sam, a le based ko office, don't you think gore Mara Taung e ka ya ko pele?
Yes.
And royal houses like Bafokeng, they are willing to help. They are that one I know.
How are they willing to help?
Like they are willing to assist in terms of the technical know-how, especially when it comes to issues samahini.
Yeah.
And the step-by-step assistance in terms of getting your house into order. Because by then, 2013, if I'm not mistaken, ne re kopile Kgosi gore look, re kopa two things: to copy the way style is about Bafokeng se operatang ka teng, like and try and introduce it mo Taung, whereby government dira whatever that it does in consultation and in partnership le bogosi. Unlike mo Taung, whereby Kgosi will be invited to a meeting maybe 3 or 5 days before the meeting, and then Kgosi will just sit there. People will be talking. Sometimes decisions are made. I don't know if you've ever seen Kgosi aloko counseling.
No.
Counseling Maspala.
I was about to ask you that. It's very rare.
Kgosi komona pelo aleko. I'm sorry. The truth. Like otlomla pelo. He doesn't belong there. I understand. He listens to people making decisions about his people, his land, but he's not part of those decisions.
No, but I don't you think that is his prerogative to also say no and yes, or possibly let us look into this, because he holds more power than the municipality. In essence, the municipality is on his land.
Yes and no. Because in principle he should hold more power, but in reality he doesn't.
Then what's the problem?
Politics. If ever it happens, politicians want something more Taung, and then Kgosi says no, the premier will come. He says no, president will come. How many times have you seen the president aleko khot?
Wow. Only because he said no.
Absolutely. Now I've seen that happen. There was a time, 2013, if I'm not mistaken, there was this movement there to stop illegal mining operations. I was invited into that. And then I'm trying to cut the long story short. There was a point whereby there was a meeting. In that meeting, Nerokile, Mama Etna, was it Mama? No. Mama Tandi. Tandimidi, sir. Nele Premier Northwest by then. Mama Susan Shabangu, Nele Minister wa DMR by then. Those two. But Lily, in that meeting, only 8 people were allowed. Mama Tandi and her PA, Mama Susan and her PA, Kgosi Motlhabane, and the late Remsmech. Unaberka tata le Kgosi Motlhabane. And then Kgosi Mankuroane and myself.
So you were part of the top secret meeting.
Yeah. That's when, because there are certain things that I still know Kataung, telling Hore, if I were to go public, unfortunately, but that time, you remember, you must remember, Hore, we were fighting against illegal mining operations.
Yes.
And then, obviously, people with money will buy anyone, including the magistrates and stuff. I remember Nale Kalebo who is the ward councillor, what 13, Le Kagiso kai.
Yeah.
We were promised hore ra ho kreya di 15-year term. Kutorongo.
For what?
Before botsa hore for what? By whom?
Okay. Who laid that?
And was great. Agree he was into mining.
No.
I promise you. He said that. He said that.
Our local
Mpo, the one and only Poscoito Kumankwan. Lino Diamanampata Kemat. And others. Because they were prepared to record the magistrate, they bought my police. I was arrested about 7 times.
what?
I promise you. It was an intimidation stunt.
Oh, yeah.
But then, I said to them, this is the evidence that I have for these operations are illegal. And on top of that, company Elokor, it was granted prospecting license, even though it was mining. Taung Giant, Taung Diamond Giant or Giant, TDGM, something like that. Taung Giant.
I once heard something like that. Yes. Was it also supposed to go to the shop? Or?
I don't know about the shop operations. And they operate a Pokolo.
Yeah.
That Taung Giant was owned 85% by Channel Mining, the so-called investors.
Oh, yeah.
The so-called investors, 90% was owned by a company called KCM, Kimberly Channel, Kimberly something, but it's KCM. And then it went on up until a certain former deputy minister, Watlachel, on the document. Kore, kita unjain, take this company, this company, this company, this company. And then there comes company abu former deputy minister. That time, there was no EFF. Ne? There was only Patricia Delil, who was very vocal in terms of politics. I threatened them, now you touch me, I'm going to tell Patricia Delil. I had a dossier. I still have it at home. And then there was a time whereby they tried to follow me, threaten Kumpolaya and stuff. Then I said to them, look, here's the deal. I went to Joburg and met a lady from Kulumana. And then Ankopanyale, a guy called Mike from Mail and Guardian. I gave them the dossier and said to them, go public. The day you get the news, Sahore Bagsi died accidentally. Any accident. As long as it's not natural death, go public.
But Hawks, was it that deep?
It's deep.
Is it still deep even now?
It's deep.
So are you saying Mr. Squig was part of the people? Did he have interest or was he part of the companies?
He was participating. He was a member at Taung Village. He was actively participating.
So okay.
So the thing was, Utlawana, Bana Bataung. It was not only Mpo. There were others. Town giant so-called directors. Niutusa botokore Bana Bataung. Badiriswa ke the outside forces. Ho uchwa le ho bolaya taung. And then all the community wanted was beneficiation. That's all they wanted. And the status quo remains. We have a lot of minerals, Motauri. All we are saying, whomever that is coming, the pie is too big. Let's share. Simple. Whatever the percentage, the majority will agree upon. Now I'm not going to dictate.
So are you saying what is happening in Mante right now, it's a small scale of what we could be doing in Taung?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because now I'm doubting to ask, the dossier that you had, it must carry a lot of weight for people to want to kill you.
It does. There was a time when they set up a meeting with us, the directors.
Okay. Of the giant.
Yeah. Okay. Taung Giant Mining company.
Yes.
Maram Posquit was not there because before that meeting, we had a very nasty fight, not physical but almost physical. Then they decided Squid was not going to be part of that meeting. We met Koha, the late O's Beauty, good Chief Scott. They came. And then they came with a bag. I remember they said they were taking only 2 million. Got 2013.
Not so long ago.
20,
How much?
2013.
How much was it? 2
2 million.
Wow.
It was a lot of money back then.
What is that money for?
To get us to back off. To silence us. Myself, Bangi, the very same Bangi or Rexama Peanuts KFC. He knows the story. I was beauty, Lebuma Ura, Kahisokai, Kaluhasebuku, Balama. We were there in the
So all of you who were there showed no interest in the 2 million.
We told them straight, we can't sell Taung. We couldn't. After that, because I was the lead negotiator for our team, and I must give credit where it's due. Actually, the brains behind stopping those illegal operations is the very same Kosi.
No.
I'm telling him.
The advocate
himself.
So
we would consult like almost every night. I would go there with some few individuals, give a report back, and then he would tell us what to do, how to approach things and stuff. He was very instrumental, very, very in terms of thought.
See, you guys are fighting these things in, and I love the fact that you are paying homage to the people who were involved, because a lot could have went on. A lot could have
absolutely.
Now we would be counting days before the minerals defender because they are fair. Where is Kosi Tsepo in this moment now?
Kosi Tsepo, by then he was captured. He couldn't do anything by Bonobo Squid. Now I'm coming to that one.
Yes.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, after that meeting. Amongst the directors, I want to specifically mention one Reverend Litebe. I'm disappointed in that man. He's a reverend. He shouldn't be doing those things. He shouldn't have done those things. If he doesn't do them anymore, he shouldn't have done those things.
What did he do?
He was part of Townside. He was part of Taung, and he was like their lead negotiator, and you could see what he was the brains behind the group and stuff. I could be wrong. And then about 2 weeks after, if I'm not mistaken, there came a gentleman by the name of Mboy. I don't know who that is. All I know, his name was Mboy. He was from Mafikeng allegedly.
Okay.
He came with a very same bag. They invited me along to the meeting Motask. And then before the meeting, I told everyone, my peers, my colleagues, I was invited to a meeting, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go, blah, blah, blah. And then they said, no, go. I said, guys,
So this meeting was supposed to speak to you aside.
Yes.
So that you stop.
They made sure for I was safe and I was comfortable with whatever that they did. Because much as Bosquiti, they thought I was alone with them. No, I was not. My colleagues were there at that meeting. They couldn't see them. So now...
No,
like they were around Taung task. Or in case something happened, can I back up? I understand. Hey, yes. And they could hear everything that I was saying. And they were saying, so they were aware for if ever communication is cut, then they just come in for my rescue. So I'm sitting like this, Mutafulin, this gentleman called him boy. He kicks the bag. The very same bag, 8-1 Chiefs scored.
It's the very same.
Yeah. It says, Bucks, I hear you are a very ambitious young man. Tseya zaka kiye, there's a fully paid house, fully paid up house, kuzubeke, fully paid up car, brand new, and a job position for you with an inflated salary, yeah, times 3. I'm like, I don't understand. He's like, no, I mean, Hori, if you are supposed to earn 5,000, you are going to earn 15,000 for starters.
Oh.
He kicked the bag. He was like pushing it kaloto so. And then I pushed the bag back. I was like, I'm not, yes, I was young, I was broke, but I had my principles. So I pushed the bag and then I told him, I'm not that cheap. Taung is not that cheap. I stood up, I walked out.
No, but
I'm telling you. It sounds like a movie, but God knows I'm telling the truth. More task to me. Not way. If Mpo Squid can be human enough to tell the truth, he can attest. He was there. Relatively, he was there in that meeting. They know.
But you seem to be very hurt by Mr. Tivili and not hurt by the other gentleman, Squid.
He was a pastor. Squid, he's arrogant, he's pompous, he's all that.
Yes.
I was briefed thoroughly. You see, if it wasn't for leadership bangi amongst the rest of the group, somehow they would have tricked me. Because everything, God knows, everything that Bangi said they would say or do, they did. At some stage I even thought, how does he know? Isn't he one of them?
yes.
But then I guess
So, but now you are in a meeting, Bugs, and I'm sure a lot of things were said in that meeting to convince you, because nobody just calls you for a meeting and pushes money to you without trying to show you the light into what is it that they are trying to do. So now they are trying to buy you, they're trying to extort whatever it is that they wanted from you. What is being said in that meeting that actually scared you that these people, they know more than we thought?
I was not scared. I was not scared. The primary thought was, I cannot sell Taung. You see, one thing for sure, Posiseme or appeal. Or appeal thoroughly and properly. Kore like where I was seated, if I can try and tap back into those emotions. A cent from those people, Bosquet, it would have been betrayal at the highest level.
That's true.
Not to my colleagues, not to every young person on Alwanta from Mante to Kunyani, Down Central, on Alwanta, those operations, but most importantly to myself. And it would be like self-sabotage at the highest level. So I knew, and I went into that meeting knowing I will be presented the money. The money was going to be given to me, but I didn't know about the house. I didn't know about the car. But Bangi told me, Tona, you calls me Tona. Tona, yakaba batla only one so ba gona madi a la ra ganne. Ke go kopa matako ska ba ata ska ba dumelana le batho bana re laile mo go ena. I was like, bro, relax.
So all these things, Bucks, all these things, the almost being killed, the briberies and all the dodgy meetings, they are happening because people want to continue mining. They want to mine from town illegally. Like some of the things like those people did. Ne? One of the requirements before you can be granted either a prospecting permit, you must consult. Yes.
no consultation. You would find, my initials are AB, Mankuroane. You would find an A Mankuroane, and then AB Mankuroane, and B Mankuroane. What does that say?
Those things.
Exactly. And then you investigate, okay, fine. Kono Muroane, bo Mankuroane, okay, sharp, okay. Kina le Bakang ke nenet, ko ha Mankuroane o initial la gagwe le B. Lina la gagwe le lengwe ke A, all right. Gore, is there anybody else ka di initials A, B, or A Mankuroane or B Mankuroane for that matter? Ko ga bone Bakang. Agree you've already established gore bo Mankuroane ba ba wane ke ko ga bone Bakang hela kono Muroane. Then so what does that say?
So people were trying.
People have done a lot of things.
Now, Bucks, with everything that has been happening, with you almost your life was on the line. Do you sometimes feel it was all in vain? Because I'm gonna give you a practical example. I'm sure you're aware what we talk and we have our own courts in the streets. Practical example, DP, we're talking about the machine that is built for water supply right here in Taung. That is, I think for me, it's top notch. I've never seen it, but we have one of the, I don't know, state of the art purification systems here in Taung. But Bugs, you don't have water. I don't have water, but we believe in what we have. Do you sometimes feel with those issues, while you guys were trying to protect a certain enemy, and then another one emerged, do you think there's a problem there?
Yes, we do have a problem. Like I said, if we can change the way we think, especially as bana ba Taung ya go tswela pele. Because the one year mate, there's this allegation. Part of me believes it. After liquidation ya CDB, come Machalis, the employees allegedly wanted the pension funds.
Yes, from CDB.
From CDB.
Yes.
And then government nope, carry over. If Obata your pension fund resign and they're not agree. And then allegedly, this is them
don't tell me there's someone
protesting or
no.
Allegedly. Ne? But now part of me believes that. Why do I believe that? Immediately, yes, we had water challenges during CDB.
Yes.
Mara, it never happened. We'd go so many months without water. Never. And then immediately after CDB come Makhalis, this happens. If there had been maybe a new village in Overetlachili, maybe but now there's no water. Like currently there's no water. Absolutely. We rely on buying water. 2, I don't know of any village it has recently emerged. We can say, okay, fine. Maybe I have born. Why would we would still question why would water go to them then why basa share? I understand.
I'll give an example. Until it's actually true, not the whole of Taung, but there are places where there is water. There's a steady supply of water in those places. I'm going to give you one, and Extension 7 is with a steady supply of water. And I'm one building, Ako 7, Ajokai. And why do they, I'm not sure how many days they had it, but ever since our side does not have, they've always had water consistently. Yeah. But with everything that is happening, Bugs, you mentioned something that would be also a trigger more meets. The municipality would have departments more that are assisting. And then also see how are we I feel like we are in the middle of a tug of war between two giants which are supposed to be serving us. Do you think this war, as much as there are politics inside, especially on the side of the municipality, I don't want to say should we now put this one because we don't wake up in whenever revolt and then but do you maybe feel if it was up to you, whom would you think is better suited to resolve all these agendas? Because we have two people that have been known to be the cause. According to you, you know them better. We just talking about them between the two of them.
Now I would have if I rule the world, I would have Kositsepo occupying his current position and Posisemi being Rawana Bogosi.
Yes.
And making sure for all the local affairs are taken care of. Because I'll make an example. It is said and believed, and then I believe that even though Nikesi, the most successful part, Khosi says. So now, besides that, I know the man is good. He is good. When he does something, he does it. So imagine the two working together.
And that would be great. And the other one is well vested in the law. And
both of them actually.
Yeah,
both of them.
No. I was about to say that. Okay, I understand Kositsepo, he's well vested. But if you take them, you realize that Kositsepo is lover of law. He loves it.
Absolutely.
I think there's that distinction where you say, yeah, you know the law, but this person loves the law to an extent that he would even wake up in the middle of the night and still can describe how it's supposed to be. But the reason why I'm asking you that question is that we have conversations like this, but to maybe they would see it and maybe they would reconsider the movements and their rulings and how because like we were speaking earlier on, we were saying earlier on, whenever Siami in their own right, they are okay. They are not at war with each other. But these other individuals advisor who are actually doing the dirty job, because at the end of the day, now one thing that I picked up is that you have been very vocal. I mentioned part of the things that you've been doing for Taung or in Taung was there was a child. I need you to remind me when I was school on a operation ko Klegsdorp. If I remember very well, was it an eye operation?
Yeah, it was an eye operation. His name is Ikayeng Jabari from Lekale. He had growth.
Yes.
Someone mulitro. And then he went public asking for assistance. And then somebody mentioned me. And then I took a picture, spoke to someone who Klegsdorp, and then that person said, and then Dr. Areno Ishapo Bakai Corner. I did the arrangements at spoke Taung Hospital. They assisted a lot. Transfer, and then the rest was this.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just a simple exercise.
Now, what I'm asking myself as you're saying that, I'm asking why was I be done? Why we did bucks? Because
no. Somebody mentioned me.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah. Somebody me posting
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned me.
Do you know why I'm asking you this? I'm asking you this, and I'm asking you this deliberately because when we posted your poster, a lot of people were saying bugs for counselor, bugs for they all have ambitions for you. Possibly it's because these are the people who have seen you lay a hand more community and somehow who have maybe you've touched somehow, especially with this story, someone and also recovering stolen goods. And you've done those things, just to mention a few. Then you've done NPOs, and. But before we even go to your ambitions, I'm curious to find out about this one. There used to be an initiative, your community. I go to the community. I give it the way maybe that day. Because I get a community that it sounds very nice. Ne? But let me say, there used to be an initiative, Yam Pagat. Yeah, you see, now you understand. I give it you understand. When I say community, then
I know the first one. The second one, I know nothing about it. Yeah.
Yeah. There used to be an initiative, yeah, Mpagat. And the reason why I am speaking about these things is to drive us to that point.
Yeah.
That initiative was one of the best initiatives that one could ever aspire to be involved in. Even though it was very, very dangerous, but it was part of the reason why for a couple of days we were relaxed as communities. We were sort of, we knew where to go and how to go by it. What happened to it? Because you were also part of it. I won't be surprised if you started it.
No. I joined an existing movement actually. It was started by young guys Kokhahle. Kustari. And I was informed about it. I loved the idea. I was like, why not? Why not participate in this thing? Because I mean, it's to the benefit, yeah, Kalena as an individual. So yeah. The challenges dealing with that initiative is actually criminals evolve. They become wise. Yeah, there was this element but bashapiwa was carry. And then those people by long I'll be direct. My police they were against the initiative. Ne? And then they started who tlaba the alleged criminals matlala. So jiki regular it's very serious bu kidnapping. I understand. Bu kana ho shapile motho wa re it's assault GBH. Yeah.
Crucial body harm.
Yeah, grievous bodily harm. I was like, moto wa torongo for go saditi. Now, another element was community around. We assist them. We endanger our lives. But when we say to them, good people, reduce and reduce. Donate only 20 rand. 20 rand. They don't want to. So now, price to wage, but a laptop or phone. Now I'm unemployed. Kids are the last 200. Kids are petrol. I have an animal to be in press. I'm create horroriste guy laptop phone ki create share kisi shop. And then thank you, Brian, and shop because we don't charge. Wow. So it became an expensive exercise on our account.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So,
but do you sometimes feel like the SAPs around here is not really engaged in the communities?
Not entirely. Look, if Taung subs in Alema Podisi, a total complement, 50. I would say 10 to 15. 10 to 15. No, let me revisit my numbers. I would say 20. Kimapodis. The rest, they are just, others are there for the salary, others are corrupt. I understand, and eventually issue management.
Wow. And these are the issues we are afraid to talk about, to hold people accountable. We have people in certain positions who are supposed to serve a certain delegated section of the constitution. They are placed there to assist the communities, and sometimes it feels like we are just living in destitute and nobody's coming for us. The reason why I'm asking you about all these things that you're involved with is the same reason why that actually I started with, to say, but all once they see leadership, they see you being capable of little. I mean, if you were able to refuse a higher paying job, 2 million rand, which I think a high paying salary job, a house in a well positioned community, a salary which is deflated 3 times, and 2 million rand in a bag which is not traced. I would say, yeah, no, maybe. But for you to be able to say no, that is admirable. I mean, it's part of the reason why we build character when we refuse certain things. It's not just you say no, it's character building, it's an instrument. Would you say there's part of you that has ever had a vision of, let's start with being a ward councillor? Would you say that is something that you would be willing to do? First of all, before I even go there, are you a member of the ANC? In good standing. I'm lobbying for you here.
No, I can hear it. ANC. My blood remains black, green, and yellow.
What are the reasons that you're not wrong?
Behold.
Yeah.
There was, I think since King Halaka second term, President Zuma, then I stopped paying my membership fee. A wrong is a wrong.
Yeah.
And look, I was born into an ANC family.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather, my grandmother were ANC. My grandmother served in the first, very, 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 very first ANC Women's League, Taung. I understand. I am not sure about my late grandfather's credentials, but he should have been executive. The late Resmo Pedi, Borre, Francis Baisite, you know, they were Borre Nuchir, the later Nuchir. They were very vocal and in a lady targeted Sahamangupi. To an extent, I mean,
Mankuroane was also.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. To an extent, as young as I think I was 6, I was already taught anybody comes home, abatla papa, my grandfather.
Hey.
The only answer is Papa Ilemeriko. Because by then, they would come Bapere uniform Mamashole, they would come dressed in civilian clothes, they would come in many forms, shapes, and sizes. Well, I understand. So, the one person that I know can relate to this one is Poloko Mutlavana. I know we grew up pretty the same because the conditions were the same. So at some stage, I think that was orchestrated by our parents. We were afraid. He's my cousin, but at some stage, when I'm playing soccer, Majita Mole, for no reason, Bampita. Because I was taken away from the streets. But with Poloko, I could go visit his house, sleep there the whole weekend. You understand? Now, fast forward, I officially joined ANC Card 2002. I was Kumangosuthu. I joined SASCO, ANC Youth League, and then the ANC. And then, obviously, back then, it was prerequisite for us for the political lectures before Ukana a fully fledged member of the ANC. So we did that, Rahabola and so forth. And Comrade Castro Zine, he was one of our mentors and leaders, because I think on Andeko, no, it's not University of Zululand, but one of the universities in KZN. But I was Kumangosuthu. Anyway. Yeah. So fast forward, I come to Taung 2010, and then I affiliate to branch Aromna and stuff. Then I see different kind of politics, whereby we don't tackle issues, we tackle the man. I'm like, no, man, this is not what I was taught.
By that moment, whether you had to attend lectures.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. Like, I know how we deal with the radical issues. Look, I was there during tenure of former President Thabo Mbeki.
Yes.
We are the ones who made it possible for him to go to Mla's. Stronghold is IFP back then. A sitting ANC president for the first time. You can Google that one. For the first time, the first ANC rally that happened KZN in a stronghold IFP was Kumangosuthu.
Wow.
It was there. We did that. So now, come on, like, you deal with the person, you lobby this one against that one. Like, I'm like, what is happening here?
Do you think Taung is part of the reason why the ANC has got a back? Okay, it's we understand. I don't want us to touch on other communities and other municipalities. But do you think the ANC has managed to paint a damaging picture of themselves, especially around here
in the Northwest?
In the Northwest,
absolutely yes. Now everything that is happening to the ANC is because of the ANC. I'm telling you, there's a lot of other people who are like me. We don't have the courage to join your EFF or the desire, your EFF, your DA or whatever. But to be part of what is happening, nope. This is not what we signed for. This is not what we signed for.
Now, talking about that, the former mayor we hosted the former mayor, and I've been hearing rumors. Hey, these people are related. You know, are they related? How are they related? Oh, and then I found out. Oh, you guys actually. He said it himself. No, you guys are related. But I'm trying to get to the point where it seemed as if you have a paid vendetta against him. You have a personal vendetta against him. You have a grudge somehow against him. You were so vocal. Were you angry at him as a person, or were you angry at the ANC itself and all the damning effects of the ANC?
I have nothing personal against Didi.
It is hard.
I have nothing personal. Look, before he became a mayor, you can try and search for, did I ever say anything about him? Ever since he was ousted, search for, did I ever say anything about him? I criticize, and I will criticize Teddy the mayor. Full stop. He failed. And He was the first young mayor town ever had.
Yes.
He's related to Bucks. Ne? We expected so much out of him. Ne? And then he, at the end of the day, ga gona legacy e pe e leng gore ka isupa legacy ga Dediki when he was a mayor. You understand? I heard he spoke about soccer, or the soccer tournament is the best in the Northwest. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna argue with that. I don't know the facts. Ne? Let's say he's right. It's he hosted the best or the biggest soccer tournament or sports tournament in the Northwest. Mara, you went there drunk.
No.
In a village where a serious challenge, alcohol and substance abuse. A fully fledged mayor goes to his own tournament, drunk, not like maybe plaki or something. Drunk, fleshed, like drunk. You understand? So I mean, and I listened to him. I was like, this man, for as long as he doesn't acknowledge and accept he's got a problem, he's not gonna fix it. Because if you shift the post, you may think you are fooling someone, but negative bugs will never fool me. You understand? We are talking about. I heard. No. They're talking about the koloi. He talks about girlfriends. I'm like, this guy. Is he sane? He knows, for heaven's sake, we've never ever crossed paths in that regard. Mara, he's like scapegoat. Yeah, maybe here and there, small. I'm like, listening to this.
Oh yeah.
The fact is, and okay, fine, take accident. But in what state were you? I even said it to him. Look, then the first step to solving a problem is by accepting there is a problem here. And one of the posts I even said to him, look, if I ever get a call, he's drunk, please come and fetch him, take him home. I'll do that. I will do that. I have nothing against the man. But to see Mayara, like wherever, what are we saying to the young people? I want to become a mayor so that I can drink like this. What did he do? He had an opportunity to and say, look, bro, what do we do? What can we do? This is what I have in mind. What do you think? What did he do? Nothing. You think I'm lying. But Daddy is so useless that he once called us to a meeting. Ne? GBV plenary, what. And then he didn't show up to his very own meeting. I was like, Mara, this guy, Mara.
No, you can't be serious.
I promise you, he knows I'm telling the truth. If you look at Khanela, I have a witness in Papiki Mangwaikapi. So he even who was the manager by then in his office? Or was it the manager? Okuma. Yeah.
He was the office manager.
I believe he was the manager in the office of the mayor, if I'm not mistaken. He's from Mahokoma, that guy. No, not Mohoy. Yeah, I forgot his name.
He calls a meeting.
He doesn't show up to his very own meeting. I remember in the local library, the plenary, 16 days activism against gender-based violence. I was like, I looked at very serious problem. He issues no apology, no nothing, no explanation, no nothing. Murray. Ask Murray. Political office. He knows. We couldn't even say a word to Moron because he was surprised himself. He didn't know what to say.
Because then he was not told.
He was not told. He was not told. To went there. That's Taung men against gender-based violence and femicide.
But to put everything aside, do you think he stood a chance with rejuvenating Taung or the Greater Taung, the local municipality?
I don't think so.
Are you saying we're putting alcohol aside? We're putting all those mistakes.
Yeah, he had the potential. He had take away all those things plus his ego. I think he's got potential. He's got potential. The only thing that those minor things, man. Once you become arrogant, you miss a whole lot of things. If he can work on that, if I were to advise him, if he can work on that, just learn to humble himself, learn to listen a lot, and ask I because being educated doesn't necessarily mean that you are smart. There's a lot of people by law for they are educated, but unfortunately they are not smart. So intelligence, I normally say, is not attached to education. If he can just humble himself, he will go places.
Okay, we've clarified that matter. He does not have any personal vendetta against him. What he had a problem with is the demeanor and the behavior. I think you got disappointed many times.
A lot. Even watching him lie to you about the so-called attempted murder nonsense, I was like, this guy, man. There was never any attempted murder. They do difficult Yamaspala and then calls Mamman or told Tuntemu. It was Mamman's idea, but there I said it. He knows. And because it will never be properly investigated. You see, if we can have investigators, like serious investigators, but another brown Mokosi. Or Mokosi. I'm telling you.
So you know the full story of what happened.
But I won't give names this time. I won't give names this time. Not that I'm scared, but sometimes you just look and laugh and we have.
Are you saying because
it was orchestrated?
And you know by who? Whose idea was it, Vax?
I'm not sure whether it was his idea or the shooter's idea, but
the ballistics will show that a gun belongs to so and so.
Now, if for an example, that so and so used an illegal firearm, you're
actually telling me that they used an unregistered firearm.
Could be. I suspect so. Because if they used his firearm, the other guy's firearm,
yes,
then they are stupid. They are very stupid. The only chance of them not getting caught is if the IO is not going to investigate properly. He's going to turn a blind eye here and there. But now the ballistics report, what are they going to...
Because the mayor said his life was in danger.
He's lying. I'm saying he's lying.
His life was never in danger.
It was never in danger. He was drunk at the Hakuluyamas Pala or Ruchutestar or whatever happened, and then they said, hey, the hijackers need it, what, police. Bro, it's very, 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 very seldom whereby a criminal will just in a random hijack. Mara, in a place like Taung, they will study you. They will know how okay, before they hit. But who would be that stupid knowing obviously na lead the tracker and so forth?
No, but if they wanted to take the car, then why shoot the car?
Exactly. There's so many.
I'm not saying
there's so many questions. Because I get it. They could have just boxed him. Ke go letse pedi ba ko pele ko morago ba mo boxer wa ema arata sarate wa go ema, then they take him out, they take the car or they kidnap him ba tsama ka koloi, then ba mo release or whatever they do with him. But now
I think maybe we are messy, me and you, because the idea was not to take the car. The idea was an assassination attempt. It was. Don't do the zoom up, because okay, look, let us try and box it in. What happens in a normal hijack is that they point a gun at you because you have what they want, and the only thing that you need to do is to give them what they want. Now, the reason why I'm saying this was an assassination attempt is because they shot at him, whoever it was, they shot at him. So it means they wanted his life, not that of the municipalities, cars and stuff like that. So maybe that's where we are mixing issues. It's that they wanted to kill him. But what I'm asking you now is, why would they want to kill him? What do you think would be the reason for that?
I can't give an answer to that because I don't believe they wanted to kill him.
I don't mean yet.
No. I can't. That is lying. They never wanted to kill him. He's lying. He is lying. Is there certain things? I'll get into trouble. He's not telling the truth. And we should just say, let's agree to disagree. When you can believe that myth, they shot his car, they wanted to Isaac, or they wanted to take his life, but not just know I know for his line.
And you have the facts of the matter.
Not the facts. I don't know, but I have a version in where it makes sense.
That's the reason I'm telling you my version.
Thing about Taung, the sad part about Taung, a lot of people see things, a lot of people hear things, a lot of people know things, but they will come to you if they trust you and say, press, that's true. Yeah.
That was a very small tweet.
They will but they will say, now. So as much as they thought nobody saw that, somebody saw that. Somebody allegedly, I was not there, allegedly saw them. And then even okay, fine. So yeah, boss mama so I was like, okay, could be true. And then I chose to believe that version because everyone has a right to their wrong opinion. Yeah. Now I believe that version.
Okay. Yeah, I think you are right. The tower is very small. And now I'm just having this picture in my mind. I'm trying to erase it. That's why I'm having a picture of maybe the guy who was shooting the car. I showed him, he's still on the other end, and they're like, okay. I'm just having that picture. And we are installing that picture in my mind because they need to make sense to me. I can't say he's lying because I was not there, and he's got his own version. But I'm just confused to say. I've heard a lot of hijack stories. I've heard a lot because obviously, people don't steal in Kolechisa, and obviously this guy it's hard, and obviously they want to know, and who are you going to sell the hot card to? But now, hence I am saying to you, the idea was not the car. The idea was him. It means he knows something that possibly would endanger his life. Hence, I'm giving that etiology to say possibly, just say allegedly or possible. Agreed to disagree, and we leave it at that.
No, we don't leave it. Before I ask you something, how long did he have a bodyguard?
I don't think it was a long time because remember he took away his driver. I think I don't think he had them for a very long time.
So what happened to that information? Yana Leone that endangered his life.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I feel like we play chess with a Hoban Bay. Might we really come here and retell the story? Maybe just make it clear that no. They did not want the car. They want, because this is the same thing that, okay, not the same thing. Brandon Fotsi, what he did was very ingenious. So, and people don't understand that there's a certain way which shots are fired that prove a certain type of a truth or a lie. So if we were possibly going to investigate, maybe there's just a couple of things we would find out, and we would also. I'm just wondering what happened to that case. I think maybe because he needs to come back and then maybe tell me what happened to the case, because it's a very serious case, and he's the mayor in that nowhere, and he was supposed to have been receiving answers into what happened. I was almost killed because he's the focus man.
please call him. Call me when you call him.
Or you also want to know?
I'd love to know.
I don't think you want to know. I think you know. You just don't want to tell me. Don't worry, nobody will know.
No. I've got nothing to hide. It's him who's got something to hide. Now all I'm asking for is, like, the day, if he says, no, that is 10th of September, I'll come. Invite me on the 10th as well.
Okay. Now, we have the new mayor after him. Do you personally know this mayor?
No, I don't know it.
The reason why I'm asking, and I'm personalizing it, is because he's also a young person. And I'm asking you so that we get ready for whatever it is that is, because he's going to be here very soon. He's going to be here very soon, and I'm hoping that it's very soon so that we can close all these political dispatches. Do you the fact that you don't know him disqualifies my question to say capabilities, because we're looking for capable people who are able to say no. Politics are a very, very dirty day. And I think at some point, we need to protect our mayor, because as we know, our former mayor was almost shot and killed. So we need to rally behind and bodyguard him. Yeah. But people...
if I may,
yes.
I don't know the current mayor personally. But calling and respecting it has
For the current mayor.
I lost it when he lied ka issue ya the patrollers.
Oh yes, I heard about that issue.
What
happened with the patroller?
I don't know what's wrong with these people. These poor children, they volunteer for 5 years or so. Now there's this rumor, allegedly Ahore council took a resolution to have the patrollers permanent. All of a sudden, they are dismissed for no reason, and allegedly the interview it's been months soon. I was told this morning that the interviews will be tomorrow or when, sometime soon. It's just that I'm not interested in the process. And the $1 million question is that there were new patrollers by Lahore. They were employed by GTL for less than a month. Who are they? Where are they from? And why were they employed?
I think we had an inception of 3 patrollers. I mean, a group of I think I've been possibly maybe 3 or more than that, or even less. The other ones were around that moment. I don't think it was COVID, but around those years. And I think those ones could be the ones who are supposed to be now the ones who are. I don't even think they're supposed to be interviewed. We have people already. So they were then removed And then after they removed, now we are inserting the interview. But that's not fair.
Absolutely. They must just tell the truth. What are they doing? Why are they doing what they do?
But those ones were voluntarily.
They did get stipends on a monthly basis, and they did have monthly contracts. Le Maspala, Taung. But why is it that when there are rumors they are going to be taken permanently, then this thing?
So that's the reason why you lost a spark of for somebody who's very new, Babs. It's
guy. There's this clip of his. He was standing in front of a church. He told a lie, and I did comment on the Facebook. He's standing right in front of a church and he's telling a lie. I was like, this guy. So
what did he say? Because I'm not aware of the claim.
He said something to do with the patrollers. I can't remember. Just that. One thing that I know is that he lied. He lied. I'll try and look for that clip, and then I'll mention it on that clip. It said, you see such things. Again, ANC deployed somebody and then they do this. And then, It said, you see, if you were to talk to somebody like like a veteran and ask them how they feel about these young ones, what they are doing, it's because this is not what they fought for. Seriously.
Wow. Anyway, Katala Maribe, you are fairly, I don't think you've got a year in your position.
Not even 6 months.
Yep, he nailed it. And then already, according to Baptist, you have told a lie in front of a church where God stays. But we are going to be giving you an opportunity to talk to that. And I think when he comes here also, Baptist, we are going to be engaging him on the budget. Remember, not so long ago, he had a presentation of the budget. So I'm curious to find out from that budget, how much is going to development, especially for the youth. The reason why I was talking about where is Taung going, I'm concerned about the youth of Taung. We are leaving this village. We're only coming back, and we're only coming back when it suits us. There's a lot of us who are coming back, and some of us never want to see Taung again. Taung is not a very bad place. And I'm happy that you shared that we are not broke as Taung. We just need a stern leadership to say, I'm going to do this for my people. I have this and I have this and I am able to do this, so I'm going to do it. We need those types of leadership. And I'm worried when we find out that it's not because we can't. It's because there are certain individuals who are holding certain people hostage. So we need to free that. And Councillor Maribe, we are happy that you are the mayor, but there's just a lot to fix in Taung, and I'm hoping that you are ready for that. And as you listen to this, just know that Bars does not hate you.
No, absolutely.
It's no personal vendetta. Because I know very well one day you'll can see one another. I say we do it for today. But if there's anything that I did not ask you about, possibly there's going to be a time when we talk again. But thank you very much, Bribe. I really appreciate your presence. And because it was an honorable thing for you to show up. And I love the fact that we touched base on a lot of things, especially things that are happily in our community. And that's where we leave it for today. Please make sure that you share, like, share, and subscribe to C-Bucks. The theory war on any way that is Taung or against Taung. We'll see you on the next one. Sure. Oh.